Everyone, it's Lana again. Welcome back to my bathroom. Today I wanted to answer a request. I had several requests for this, but the most recent one was from July Casa, and she wanted to see my brush collection and how it was that I used them. And I'm just going to start at the very beginning. The first brush that I use is my MAC. Bear with me. The eyes are going, everything's going. Pretty soon I'm just going to be gone because everything is going quickly. This is my MAC 190 brush. And I use that with my Chanel concealer. And I just dip my brush in and I hit it on my chin, nose, under my eyes. And I have a few, like this little stubborn spot right here that the Lumedias and Strivectin are trying to get rid of. I just use that for any cover-ups that I need. It's a great little foundation brush. I use the same brush. I just wash my brushes every day, but I use the same brush. This is Chanel Tint Natural. I put like a little tiny half of a pea size on the back of my hand. And then this is MAC, I'm an NC30. This is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. It's a little bit too yellow for me, and that's a little bit too, I don't know what color that is on me, but it's okay to do this. I mix that in with the Chanel, about a half a pea size, and use my little foundation brush and mix it all up on the back of my hand, and then just apply that foundation everywhere. And that gives me that flawless look that I'm looking for my foundation. The next thing I use is, this is an Estee Lauder stippling brush. It looks harsh, but it's so very soft. It's a wonderful brush. I got the new Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess bronzer, and I'm going to still keep the brush, but I'm going to throw this away because it's about 4 years old. And anyway, I swirl the brush into the product, and I go forehead, cheek to chin. Same on the other side, forehead, cheek to chin. And it gives you that nice bronzy color, great bronze brush. Then the next thing I do, I start with my eyes. I've got one of those brush hairs in my eye. The next thing I use is, this is a MAC 239 brush. No, let me start over. The first thing I do for my eyes is, this is just a I got this at Sally. It's a Face Secrets concealer brush. And I depotted my Urban Decay Primer Potion because there's so much left. I believe Encore, and there's several people that have a tutorial on how to get the rest of the product out of that little tube. Wonderful product, but the tube isn't very good. But I use this and put the Urban Decay Primer Potion everywhere. Great little concealer brush, but I use it for that because I don't want to dip my finger in that. Then I use my 239 brush, and today I have on Floof. It's a wonderful frost, like a pinky color. And I've got a lot of pink undertones on my skin, so I do like the Floof. And I put it down first using my 239 brush. And then over the top of that, this is my second. I love this brush. I used, I don't know what the number is. I've used it so much I've worn the number away on this brush. But this is Seen by MAC. It's a satin. And I don't swab the brush into this. I just take the tip and swirl it in at the very end. And then I use my Easy Shadow Shaper, and I'll put a link on the side where you can get one of these for $1, and just put it, go along the bottom lash line and the top, and up on cut the crease. And that gives me that perfect under the eye and over look that I can't create because I am not an artist. Then I use my MAC 217 brush. It's a great brush for swirling out any harsh edges. I hate harsh lines on my face. As you get older, you don't want anything to look harsh. So that's a really essential brush. I would recommend those 3 brushes. You'll see it online if you look. I wish I could tell you the number. It's so gone. But the 239, the 217, and this any dome brush are essential brushes to have. Then the next brush I use is for my eyes also. This one is the MAC 252 brush. I have the Coastal Scents Blush Palette, and today what I'm going to do is, you can see I use this a lot. I dip this brush into the white, and I use it as a highlight on my brow bone. It's a great, and follow it down off the top of your cheekbones. Just a great highlight to accent your eyes and your cheeks. Then the next brush that I use is, this is the MAC 209, great eyeliner brush. As you can see, it's really good to line your eyes with and get that nice little flick at the end. I use that with my Black Track Fluid line by MAC. I know I sound like a MAC snob once again. I just like their products. And for me, by the time I go to the drugstore or go to Estee Lauder counter, which Estee Lauder has great cosmetics as well, but I end up going back to MAC every time to get the things that I do like because I just think their products are really, really good for me. Then my next brush would be, I have a really wide nose like my mother, okay? And when my oldest son was born, I was in the hospital after I'd had him, and I called my mother in Arizona and told her that I'd had a little boy. And she said, well, what does he look like? She wasn't that excited about that, but she said, what does he look like? And I said, well, he has my nose. And she started crying. Go figure. I need therapy just because of that. I mean, it's just killed me. Not really. This is the once again, the Coastal Scents blush palette. I dipped this brush. This is the MAC 168. I dipped this in here, and I just put it on either side of my nose. And anytime you can put a dark line on anything, it makes it recede. So I think it does kind of make my nose look a little bit. Maybe not. I think if my mom saw it, she'd cry. But anyway, that's what I use that for. The next thing I would recommend this palette to anybody at Coastal Scents. I think it's like $24. The next thing I use is, let me see if I can find it here, MAC, their lip liner brush. Figures. I think I can find it in this mess now. It's in here. Anyway, I use the MAC lip liner brush, and then the next one after that, after I put my lipstick on, I have kind of more of a pinkier color today. So I use this white, once again, this is the MAC. This came out of the Christmas collection. MAC is always having collection brushes. You get like 4 to 5 brushes in a collection. They're like $49.50. I would highly recommend them because they really rarely throw in a brush that's not usable. And I use this in the white and put it right on the pout of my lips. Anytime you can put white at the very fullest part of your lips, it makes your lips look a little bit fuller. So I use that for that. Then my blush brush. This is a wonderful brush, very soft. It's the MAC 187. You can see it's very pink. And then this one came with the Hello Kitty. I use it for like a finishing brush with the Pretty Baby powder, the Hello Kitty Pretty Baby powder, which I love that. And I believe that's all I have today. This little brush came with the Hello Kitty. It's good. I usually keep it in my handbag. It's really good for just emergency touch-ups if you were crying or just had a whatever. But anyway, that's my brush collection. I've got a lot of just random brushes that I've used. Like this one is a great, it's the bent eyeliner brush. I got it at Coastal Scents, maybe $2. Coastal Scents is wonderful. Probably the most expensive part of it is the shipping. So if you're going to order from Coastal Scents, I suggest you either order for everything you want all at once or get 2 or 3 friends and split the cost. Figures, now that I'm done, here's my lip liner brush, lipstick brush. This is the MAC 316. It's great for applying. I really only use it when I'm applying darker lipsticks because it's more precise than right straight out of the tube. So anyway, that's my brush collection. I hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Bye.